Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday, which means it's time for a 5x5. If you've not seen a 5x5 before, the idea is very simple. I spend 5 minutes talking about 5 different subjects. There is a countdown timer at the bottom of the screen. When the countdown reaches 0, I move on to the next subject. So it's always quick, it's always snappy, and you never know what you're going to get. Now, we're going to start off this 5x5 with a live performance. I know a lot of you guys dig the live performances, so I'm going to start off with a full live performance of me performing at an actual gig. Then the second segment is going to be the same live performance with a commentary track underneath, where I'm going to be talking through what I did, why I did it, and we're going to be hopefully talking about some really important points that you can put into your own magic as well. Outside of that, we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up, including a sneak peek at an upcoming interview with one of the top mentalists in the country. So there's a lot happening this week on the 5x5. Thanks for joining me. Here we go.
I knew that you would. Check this fork out, have a look at it, make sure it's okay. Make sure that it's a normal fork.
Yeah.
Take your time, I get paid by the hour. Is it okay? It is, good. I'm going to give you a pen. What I want you to do is you've got new initials now, haven't you?
I have.
Oh, so excited. Put your new initials right there, is that okay?
Right, okay.
Just in the bowl of the fork, new initials. Yeah. By the way, Sharpie marker is the enemy of any bride with a lovely white dress, so please be careful. And then what I want you to do, on the other end, but on the other side, put the pin number to your credit card. No, I'm just, the look. No, just put your initials again, that'd be really good. That'd be really good.
Okay.
You're too trusting. That's great. Okay, awesome stuff. Is that fair?
Yeah.
That's fair. Cool. So there's a reason I get you guys to do this. And the reason is, this makes this fork unique.
Right.
So in other words, even if there's a million forks in the world, this is the only one with your initials on.
Yeah.
So whether I hold it this way or this way, you can see it's your fork.
Yeah.
Now, has anybody here ever heard of a guy called Uri Geller?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy that basically is from Israel, and he bends things with the power of his mind. He bends knives, forks, spoons, cutlery. He's basically a professional bender. That's what he does for a living. It's a top job. Now, I'm not going to do this. You are. Do you have a good imagination?
Right, yeah.
If you haven't, can you imagine you have? That'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the fork and go up and down. I want you to say, bend.
Right, okay.
Have a go.
Right. Bend.
A little bit louder.
Bend.
And slightly more magical. Oh, that was so magical. If I was a fork, I'd bend. That was so good. Check this out, though. I'm going to go up and down. Get ready. Say bend.
Bend.
And again.
Bend.
One more time.
Bend.
Look at the fork. 3, 2.
Oh my gosh.
I know! I love the look on your face. You look like a rabbit caught in headlights. Watch the fork. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
And it really is bent. Touch it. Feel it. Look. Boom! I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Jeez.
Let's go one step further. Hold your hand out for me. I'm going to unbend it and put it in your hand. Now squeeze tightly. And don't lie to make me look good.
Right, okay.
Not that you would, I can tell. If I do this, be honest with me, can you feel it twisting?
Yeah.
This is something you're going to feel forever, you're going to remember forever. Do you remember you put your initials there?
Yeah.
And you put your initials on the other side?
Yeah.
Now your initials are on the same side.
Oh my god.
And the reason is, in your hand, it twisted like a corkscrew. Open up your hand and have a look. Now, you can be the strongest person in the world. It's impossible to twist a fork like that. Sir, try and untwist that fork. It can't be done. It can't be done. Not even if you put it in a vice can that be done. Thank you. You look so, I'm going to go one step further. As I go up and down, just say stop.
Stop.
Watch the prongs. You just did a double take. That was last one. Check this one. 1, 2.
Oh!
And it's bent and twisted in 7 different places. It's still got your initials on. This is my wedding gift from me to you. There you go. Give her a big, huge round of applause.
Okay, so this footage was taken at a wedding, and I'm performing Morgan Strieber's Liquid Metal, which is a fantastic routine to do at a wedding for a head table, because the fork makes a great giveaway. There's lots of different routines you can do that will make a great giveaway. The fork in Liquid Metal is one of them, and this is such a commercial routine. So first of all, what you're seeing here was an idea by David Penn. And it just makes the routine so much more convincing. You have them sign the fork at both ends, on one side, then on the other side. And the reason you're going to do this is because then later, when you put the twist in the fork, they see their initials show up on the same side of the fork. And it kind of creates a moment of magic before you've even shown them that the twist takes place. Now, for anyone that perform, I've spoken to a lot of magicians that don't perform metal bending, they don't perform liquid metal, because they're scared, because basically you're just doing the bends in front of the audience.
The big piece of advice I can give you is, first of all, understand that when you first start doing liquid metal, there is a very good chance that you're going to get busted at least once, because you have to understand the timing, you have to understand the misdirection, and this is only something that comes with experience. I mean, obviously, you want to check out Morgan's original DVD, but have a look. You're about to see me put the first bend in. Now, the first bend, and watch back to the performance, the first bend goes in, but then there's a time misdirection. You don't actually show that the bend is there until a few seconds later. So you put the bend in, you then don't notice. Now, the second bend goes in on the reaction, and that's something that you need to learn very early on in magic, the difference between an offbeat and an onbeat. The offbeat is when the audience is relaxing. So after the first bend, the audience relax. And when the audience relaxes, that's when you do the move, when they're paying you no attention. Now, the other thing is, notice when I straighten the fork out in order to put it in their hand, and that's when you do the twist. I've seen so many magicians telegraph that, and they make a big deal of it and say, look, I'm going to straighten it out, and they focus everyone's attention on that moment. That should not be the case. You straighten the fork out, and you're not really paying any attention to it. They can see you straighten the fork out. You don't have to draw attention at that point. Now, this moment here is where I see a lot of people struggle. And did you know you're going to do the time bends? And did you notice I did a full body turn with my hand down by my side? That's the best way to put the time bends in. You do a full body turn, you turn so your hand is completely away from the audience, and that's when you put it in. Realistically, at the end of the day, when it comes to a routine like this, the most important thing is understanding how the audience thinks, understanding offbeats and onbeats, understanding misdirection. It's a very easy routine to do if you just make sure that the moves are being done when they're not paying attention. And the way to make sure that the moves are being done when they're not paying attention is just to make sure that you're making effective use of the offbeat. As long as you do that, then you'll have no problems at all. And obviously, check back at Morgan's original source material over and over again. Bottom line, it's an amazing routine that you really should add into your repertoire whether you're a magician or a mentalist. It's just simply fantastic.
So a few months ago, I released a product called the Beyond Stebbins deck with ACAAN magic, and it's been really well received. I've had some great reviews, and for that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody that's bought it and that said really nice things about it. I realised the other day when somebody said, can I see a full performance of one of the routines? There's actually no full performances of any of the routines that are on Beyond Stebbins on the internet, which is really weird because normally I'm all about full performances. Obviously, there were some clips in the trailer, but no full performances. So I wanted to do a full performance of one of the routines off the Beyond Stebbins project. This is called Invisible ACAAN. And it was, the history behind this very, very briefly, I wanted to do an ACAAN where it felt like a free choice of card, and it is a free choice of card. You're not forcing the card at all. And it's a completely free choice of number, and with no sleight of hand. A, you first of all make the card vanish from the deck, and then B, once the card's vanished, with no moves, you deal, and it's there in the deck in the position that they named at the beginning. This is what I came up with. This is one of my favourite routines off the project. I'm going to perform it for you now. It's very, very commercial. So here we go. This is the Invisible ACAAN from the Beyond Stebbins project. Okay, Jack, I'm going to show you a trick with a pack of playing cards, okay?
Very green.
They are very green. Thought I'd use a green pack today. 52 cards, you can see they're all there, and more importantly, they're all different.
Yep.
Okay. Now, there's 52 cards in the deck. I'm going to do something kind of weird in a bit, but before I do, can you please name a number for me from 1 to 52?
Let's go with 20.
You sure?
Yep.
You're happy with that number? You don't want to change your mind?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So now we're going to have you pick a card as well, Jack. And we're going to do this in a really random way. If I asked you to name a card, you'd probably go for a Queen of Hearts or an Ace of Spades. Psychologically, that's what most people do. So we're going to make this completely random. We're going to put the Joker somewhere into this spread. Wherever the cards are next to the Joker, one of them is going to represent the suit, one of them is going to represent the value of a card. So we're going to create a brand new card using the two cards that you pick. You'll see what I mean in a second. As I run the Joker down the deck, just say stop.
Stop.
There, are you sure?
Yep.
Now, you've got options here. Do you want to use the two cards above the Joker, the two cards below the Joker, or one above and one below?
The two below.
The two below, these two right here.
Yeah.
They're right there. I'm going to put those on top. Okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to put these here for a minute. Now, here's the thing. You could have put that joker anywhere. Is that correct? Is that fair? I couldn't have influenced you. So no one knows what these two cards are. Before I show them you, would you like to change your mind?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So this card here is going to represent the value of your card. So whatever the value of that card is, that's going to be the value of your card.
Okay.
And this card here is going to be the suit of your card.
Yep.
So I've created a new card from these two cards. That one represents the value, that one represents the suit.
Makes sense.
Do you now know what your card is?
Yes.
Good. We're going to cut those two cards away into the pack so that there's no way I can know what they are. And I couldn't possibly know, even if I knew what your card is, which I don't, there's no way I could know where it is because we've created that card completely at random. I'm going to show you the difference between a magician and a mentalist. A magician does things like making things disappear. Without knowing what your card is, I'm going to make it disappear from the deck. Watch. How many cards in the deck, Jack?
52.
I'm going to deal through, show you 51 cards. Your card will be gone. If you see your card, tell me. But I'm guessing that it's disappeared and you won't see your card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You seen your card yet, Jack?
Nope.
This is a good start. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Have you seen your card yet, Jack?
Nope.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Have you seen your card yet, Jack?
No, still not there.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Have you seen it yet?
Where is it?
43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51 cards. Is your card gone?
Yeah, where's it gone?
Well, here's the thing. That was what a magician would do, to make the card disappear. But a mentalist, a mind reader wouldn't do that. They'd have something incredible happen. I still don't know what your card is, but watch. If I snap my fingers, I can make your card come back. And you had a free choice of number. What was the number?
Queen.
No, what was the number? The card. The number at the beginning.
Sorry,
20. 20. Okay, here we go. Watch. Boom. I've made your card come back.
What do you mean?
In the 20th position. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
What?
Right there in the 20th position, your card.
How?
So this Saturday, I've got an incredible interview coming up with Luca Volpe. Now, you're probably wondering, who is Luca Volpe? Well, he is one of the top mentalists in the country. He is originally from Italy, and he has literally done everything in the world of mentalism and then some. I was lucky enough to sit down with him and talk about his career and his views on mentalism, and it was a very insightful, really awesome interview. Now, it's coming this Saturday at 9 o'clock right here on Magic TV, but I wanted to give you a bit of a sneak peek of the interview that's coming this Saturday. So here we go. I'm going to run a short segment just to wet your whistle, but remember, this Saturday, 9 o'clock, you get to see the full Luca Volpe interview.
How did you, because there's only certain things that you can do in mentalism. Yeah. How do you make your character completely unique and not try to kind of tread on other toes? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I always say to people, look yourself in the mirror and write down all your unique characteristics, because we are all unique. Now, you know, in the way we wear, the way we talk, the way we engage with people, write everything down, everything. And then take some of the most unusual things or most unique things of you and exasperate them, create the persona around them, and you will be unique. Because the idea is to actually be you, but not a normal you, a little bit more, you know, show business of you. You know what I mean? So I think we all can be unique, but we need to work on ourselves. And then we will go back to the things we were saying before. It's very important to look less other performers, watch less other performers, but not, you know, or maybe watching them, but not with the idea, say, oh, I want to do that, or I want to be like him, you know, but seeing them as a lesson and say, okay, how he's doing it, why he talk like this, what his background, you know. For example, I've studied also, I have 2 masters in neuro-linguistic programming. I've done, because I do some, you know, for corporate and companies, I do some talks about, you know, how to influence people and stuff like this. But I never used NLP like Darren Brown does on the show, you know, because he really pushed on that. Because I want to be myself. And I used, in a way, as a Luca Volpe and not as a Darren Brown.
Yeah.
So I think at the end, the secret is just look in your mirror, write down all your features, but anything, you know, physical and everything you can write, the way, you know, your passion. Also, this is important. I remember doing a consulting for a guy. I just finished a consulting for a guy in Switzerland, and he was struggling because he said, oh, I have no idea who I am. And I said, look, okay, let's work together. What do you like? Which is your passion? He said, oh, you know, I've done some martial arts. I really like Asian, you know, ideology and stuff. I said, okay, good. Let's work on that. How we can blend your passion with your personality. And eventually, with my graphic design and stuff, we prepared for him an incredible branding. Even the clothes I choose for him, you know, because he likes red and black. So we come up with a beautiful, you know, combination of these two colors. And my friend, graphic designer, he created a fantastic logo for him, because that's what we do, you know, in this consulting and stuff. I prepared the show for him, blending also some martial art in the mentalism show. And now it's unique. And all came up with a simple question: what are your passion? What do you like?
That's great.
You know, so, and again, if you like, I don't know, baking cakes, it will be the place that you can do something with it, you know. So that's what I mean. You know, there was another guy in America did the consulting. He says, oh, I do a routine where I do, you know, the how you call the razor blade, you know, that you put with a thread and stuff like that. And they say, what I do normally, I just put a razor blade on an apple. Say, stop like this. Stop. Let's work. And we prepare all the show around that apple. That is, you know, that's the thing. When there is one thing that you say, okay, that's it. Let's use it. And let's create a persona. Now, as you know, it's working. It's doing another guy again from America. He is a doctor, so we blended together his knowledge as a doctor with a mentalism show. It came up something really cool. So again, just see yourself, write down your passion, and find that unique piece of you in that thing that you wrote down and work on it. I think that's can be probably the best advice I can give.
Okay, so we're going to do a deck review now. I haven't done one on this channel in a few weeks. So today I'm going to be looking at the Galaxia Promessa cards. Now, to be honest, when these came, I didn't really know what the Galaxia Promessa cards are. And that's weird for me because I'm a kind of a geek. I'm a nerd. I'm into genre TV. I'm into sci-fi. But I'd never heard of these before, so I had to Google it and find out about it. They're based on novels from the 1950s, 1960s that kind of depict a sort of dystopian future to society, and it's about these colonists that are trying to colonize a planet called Terra 2, and all of the cards are based around characters in that series of books. Which is really interesting. And you don't have to have read the books. I mean, I hadn't even heard of them in order to understand these cards. In actual fact, you could very easily use these even if nobody had ever heard of the cards before, because they're so colourful, because they're so vibrant. It kind of has a very much of a Buck Rogers feel to them, just in terms of how the characters look on the playing cards. I'm going to get the camera in a second closer up so you can see them. But I think that there's going to be somebody out there that has a really nice hook, you know, talking about, hey, when I was a kid, I was really into sci-fi. I was really into these particular books, and bringing the cards out and really kind of making it a feature piece and incorporating a trick into it that incorporates the cards in a really nice way. I love these. I'm going to give them like 95%, I think, 100%. I think they're really good. Let's bring the camera closer and have a look at them. So let's have a look at this at these cards. So first of all, let's have a close look. You can see the card box. The tuck case is really nice. You've got Galaxia written on the side. I like the fact that they kind of look the same as a bicycle deck, but not. So right from the very beginning, when you look at the case, it's kind of really cool. This is a very unusual deck. Let me show you the backs of the cards first of all. It's very yellow.
Obviously, there's borders, which are perfect for being able to do any particular sleights that you want to do. But the backs of the cards are great. They match the card box. There's no problems there at all. Like I say, I really like that kind of... this design here reminds me a little bit like the Triforce from Zelda, kind of a little bit. I like the fact that they're like a bicycle back design, but obviously not. Now we get onto the faces, and these cards, like I said, are based on the sci-fi novels from the 1950s, 1960s about a dystopian future. And I've not read these novels, but these two cards, which pertain to be the Jokers, obviously have something to do with these books. You've got the leader of the galaxy, the Galactic Federation, alien mind control. They're your two Jokers. Interestingly, normally in a deck of cards, a custom deck of cards, you'll then have like a double backer or something. You kind of have the equivalent of 4 Jokers, because the other two are, again, kind of, I imagine, characters from these books from the 1950s and 1960s, which again, so you kind of got four Jokers in a way, and then you've got the cards themselves. I really like these, I really do, and there's a few things I like about them. So first of all, the spades have all got like a yellow border around them. I love the ace of spades, the way that they've made it look like a rocket. I think that's really cool. But each one, that yellow border extends around all of the pips in the card as well, as you can see. But it's the court cards I really love. Have a look at this. Look at that. They just look so good. They fit the theme perfectly. Then you get onto the diamonds. The diamonds have like a blue frame running around them. The diamond pip kind of is made to look a little bit like Saturn, I'd imagine. Again, the pips are really made to pop by using the same border that's running around the face of the card. And again, I just love the design of the court cards. Each court card, they're holding something completely different, and they just look so good. They really do. It's making me want to read the books. And there's your clubs, again with the same blue border. And then you have your hearts. The characters on the hearts, they're my favourite, to be perfectly honest. She looks like she should be in some sort of Buck Rogers thing, I would imagine. And then you've got the pips, which again have that yellow border, and the yellow runs throughout all of the pips as well. Now, just in terms of how they handle very well. We'll do a quick faro test on them. There you go, look at that. They faro perfectly straight out the box. They faro, there you go, very, very nicely. They handle really well. So yeah, I mean, they're a very nice, the cards aren't too thin, they aren't too thick, they're just about right. Yeah, I mean, they're great. So there you go. Yeah, really nice deck of cards that handle really well and look really nice as well.
There you go, guys. That's another 5x5 in the bag, as Rylan would say. Thank you so much for joining me once again on this 5x5. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Honestly, I live and die by your comments. So please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, leave the comment down below. Now, we are going to be doing another 5x5 soon where I take a book and I perform 5 routines out of the book. Look for that. That's coming soon. And tomorrow, right here on Magic TV, we got a couple of things. At 2 o'clock, we've got a shorts. At 6 o'clock, we've got a live. At 9 o'clock, I've got a Talk Magic interview with an absolute legend. Look out for that. Don't forget, if you want immediate access to Netrix when it launches, go to www.magictv.org, fill in the contact form, and you'll get notified as soon as it goes live. Guys, thank you very much for joining me right here on Magic TV. I'll see you soon. Have a fantastic evening.